Welcome to MTDTV. MTD, that stands for Making Tax Digital, and hopefully this is Making Tax Digital made easy. MTDTV is a series of short videos produced by OutserveWeb to tell you a bit more about how Making Tax Digital will affect you and your business. My name is Philip Oakley, and I'm the Managing Director of OutserveWeb, and I'll be taking you through these short videos. So I suppose for video number one, we really need to answer the question, what is Making Tax Digital? You may have heard about it, you may have read some things in the paper or been told some information by your accountant or bookkeeper. But where did it come from? Well, back in 2015, this man, George Osborne, announced it in the 2015 budget. Not a great deal of information about it at the time, but still, it was a bit of a bombshell and quite a revelation that all of our tax affairs would be going online. So what did they tell us about Making Tax Digital? Well, they said there would be 4 foundations of Making Tax Digital. It's probably worth just having a little look to see what the government were telling us, the reasons for doing this, and hopefully what some of the advantages are, not just for them, but also for us as businesses. Their first reason, what they call 4 foundations of Making Tax Digital for the government, was a better use of information. The government clearly feel that they don't have access to enough information quickly enough, and if they did have access to this information, they could make better decisions, more timely decisions, and hopefully there will be some benefits there for businesses as well. The second foundation is tax in real time. Now, if you're already operating a PAYE scheme, meaning you've got employees and you're paying tax for those employees, you'll have probably experienced this already with the RTI, again, a real-time system for paying PAYE over on businesses' employees through the payroll. But now we're looking to bring that to all parts of taxation paid over to HMRC. So that should benefit HMRC from the fact that they have information and tax paid in real time, but equally, hopefully some benefits there for businesses as well. We know what we're paying and we're paying it overly in a timely manner. A third benefit, hopefully for everybody, especially businesses, is a single financial account. And often what we're talking about here is the equivalent of our gateway account that we log into HMRC with, either to look up our tax details or to make payments or make submissions online. Currently, any business could have between 2 or even up to 20 different accounts with the government, with different government gateway accounts to log in to see different taxes, submit different forms. A major part of the Making Tax Digital initiative is to take us all over to one single government gateway account where we log in online, see all information, submit all forms and pay all the different types of tax. This hopefully would be a big benefit for businesses, a big benefit for their agencies like their accountants, and hopefully a big benefit for the government as well. The fourth and final foundation of Making Tax Digital is interacting digitally. Of course, we probably can't have all those other 3 things if we're not all interacting digitally. And this is one of the things that has created quite a lot of discussion and quite a lot of confusion as well, is how will every single business interact with the government digitally? Clearly, we're all going to have to be using online systems all of the time to be interacting digitally with tax in real time through a single financial account, hopefully provide better information. But actually, let's look at the fundamentals. What's this going to mean to you? What do we know as of today, early part of 2017, about MTD, Making Tax Digital, and what effect that will have on your business? Number one, what has been made very clear so far, by 2020, individuals and businesses will register, file and pay update their information for HMRC via their own secure digital tax account. That deadline of 2020 was mentioned in the 2015 election. Now, as we are at the early part of 2017 and we are about to have a general election, maybe this will move, and we are certainly behind the timeline that was originally set out. And of course, it's a phased timeline as well. 2020 is the final deadline for absolutely everybody to be on board, but there'll be different deadlines for different businesses, and we'll be covering that in our next video. They say Making Tax Digital will make a tax return a thing of the past. So that's that form that we've all been filling in, if we do need to fill in a tax return, which has to be in by the end of January each year. Well, Making Tax Digital will take that away. There'll be no tax returns, certainly no annual tax returns filled in like that once Making Tax Digital comes in. And here's the big one again. Submissions will need to be made at least once a quarter. It's interesting they say at least, but I suppose with tax in real time, they really could take the information at any point during the year. But the general idea appears to be there will be a submission, and the submission will be once a quarter. So we're moving away from those annual tax returns that were submitted at the end of January, and will be now submitting quarterly. A bit like many businesses have been doing for VAT. And before, HMRC want bank transactions and other finance information to flow automatically into people's digital tax account. You know, notice the word there is want. I'm sure they would like them. When we will see this information happening is difficult to say. Clearly the technology needs to catch up, the banking technology and the systems need to catch up. But again, this is all part of the real-time information. The HMRC want different parts of financial information, particularly for businesses and for individuals, flowing directly into your individual tax account. And finally, and very importantly, certainly for us here at OutserveWeb, businesses will need some sort of accounting software to keep their financial records. Now, we understand that this will need to be some cloud accounting software like Xero or QuickBooks or Sage 1 that will actually be able to connect directly with your digital tax account. So again, you could be updating HMRC in real time. The most important thing, of course, is that we need to be ensuring that you can properly and compliantly implement the quarterly return and submit those. Hopefully, that was just a very quick introduction to what is Making Tax Digital and just some of the things that are going to start impacting your businesses. And please be aware, although there's a 2020 deadline, the timeline will actually start from early 2018. And that's what our next video is going to talk all about. Video number 2 is going to talk about the timeline and what businesses it will affect when. We think this is very important. So please look out for video number 2. Watch this and understand how MTDTV will, not only how it will affect your business, but most importantly, when it will affect your business. Thank you very much. Look forward to speaking to you soon.